Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to run here the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Sunday, Mosh Pit. Going on into the new year here. We are only 3 away from Sacred Heart Random Week here with this Invicta Randomizer. Thank you all very much. The like streak has been catching back up over the holiday weekend, and I hope you are enjoying it. And good luck to your football teams if you're still in the hunt for the playoffs. At the time of this recording, the Buccaneers have not played, but I am fully expecting them to lose to the Miami Dolphins. Here's your picture of the day here, brought to you on the Invicta subreddit by Sweet Expensive. Title of the thread is a great picture, by the way. Title of the thread was theater actor fan here. And then in the thread, they said, Hi, I was watching the Sacred Power episode recently, and you mentioned that there weren't many theater people in the mosh pit, so I wanted to say hi. I've watched you for a long time and recently graduated drama school, lucky enough to go straight into performing on a cruise ship in a dream show. The Choir of Man. My nightly routine would be falling asleep to your videos. It helped a lot with feeling homesick at drama school, and as I trained far from home in Scotland, even now sailing around in the Caribbean, I keep up with the videos. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Sweet Expensive. That is awesome. And I want to, there's got to be a video or something of your act, because I'm trying to figure out exactly how many glasses were stacked up on there. As a former bartender, I know how hard that is. And yeah, I'd love to know. C-Day is going to be 7 Charlie 30 Tango Zulu X-Ray Delta. We've got Moving Box and Sharp Plug. Terrible tears rate. Good damage, though. Bad shot speed and bad movement speed. So, yeah. Hopefully Lust hooks us up here and drops us the virus. But, yeah, it's awesome to hear that there are some theater peeps in the mosh pit. I have not really talked to many of them since posting that video, or really anything having to do with the hopefully upcoming voice acting job. I did finally hear from the casting director and the game director, and we're going to be working. I'm getting more one-on-one time with the game director in the new year. So the holidays is such a weird time, man. It's great. I love the holidays. I love the atmosphere, even if it's 82 degrees outside right now. But it's also a terrible time to like plan work stuff. That makes sense. You know, there's something about the familiarity of just the routine of a normal day, a normal work day, that to me is comforting. And you all know by now, if you don't, you definitely will learn very quickly that I don't change much when it comes to my routine and my workflow, and if you laughingly call this work. But that being said, you know, for a big project like this, there's a lot of moving parts. This is the first, hopefully big role that I can do, and I've been practicing. I've been working on it, and I'm pretty proud of that. Ooh, well, this will help us out with our tears. Ouija board. Going to give us some spectral tears and a little bit of a tears up. I love the fact that Ouija board now comes with a native built-in tears upgrade, which is pretty significant. And we get a bomba just in time for the secret room here. I could bomb this keeper for 5 cents, or at least a possibility of 5 cents. I'm going to wait on that, though. One of my golden rules about Isaac is never use your only bomb, your final bomb, until you absolutely know for sure you do not need it for anything else. There's lots of opportunities if you have a lot of unexplored map that you've not been into yet for rooms, that sort of thing. There's always going to be opportunities for you to possibly use a bomb to maybe get another bomb, or maybe you'll find a tinted rock along with a fool's gold rock or something like that. You know, you always want to give yourself an option. And that includes, but also not limited to, making a withdrawal from the donation machine, which right now we may or may not do. We haven't been in the shop yet, so I don't know. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, brother. Gonna go ahead and take Black Candle, but I'm gonna wait on that. Who knows why? Anybody? Bueller? You want to know why? It's because I do not want to risk our Devil Deal. I don't want to risk we get Duke again. This is like the 3rd or 4th time in a row that we've gotten Duke. Except this time we're way better equipped than dealing with the green Dookie in the other episode. But it's because I do not want to damage the Soul Heart going into the next floor, because that Soul Heart is everything when it comes to preserving our Devil Deal. So, you know, in yesterday's run, obviously, it was there I was not playing well. Sleep definitely has been a factor lately, which sucks because I was sleeping great there for a little while, but now I've kind of regressed back to the I'm going to bed too early, so my body doesn't want to sleep even though I'm super tired mode. To get the matchstick here. I'm not sure if I'm going to take matchstick. Unfortunately, that heart, unless we can find another heart to heal up the 1.5 hearts that we're currently missing, we won't be able to get a full soul heart out of that. We've got 1 heart here, which would give us that'll let us profit a half heart of the soul heart from this hybrid heart over here from the boss. So, but we have Black Candle, don't have to worry about curses, and honestly, not a bad start. So we have a very long question of the episode coming in from Athame or Athame16, who said this was coming from the Terrifying Challenge episode, which obviously was last Sunday. Question of the episode: seeing the close call at 4 minutes 53 seconds got me thinking, what do you think is the most likely to end the win streak? Could be a hard challenge run like this, an unfortunate series of bad damage, a champion hit on 1 HP or something like that, or a simple misremembering your HP on a Curse of the Unknown and taking a devil deal. Would love to know your thoughts. Thank you for the consistently great content. I watch your videos on break at work to help me sleep. I'm glad you're falling asleep at work, first and foremost, and thank you very much for your question, Athame16. So I have no clue what's going to end up ending our existence here. I think that it's probably going to be something stupid like it's either going to be like a 1 HP start and the game just spawns a Mega Troll Bomb that I can't get away from, like in that one episode that almost ended us, thanks to the box and a Mega Troll Bomb. It's either going to be something like that, I mean something really ridiculously stupid and quick, or it's going to be me trying to do some kind of challenge run that ends up with the worst possible combo and pretty much unwinnable. I mean, we saw that almost happen with the Ouroboros TM Trainer episode from whatever episode that was. It was obviously a while ago. I mean, we could box up Lemonade, I guess, because the only real good use, in my opinion, of Moving Box is if you can get a reroll pedestal inside of the secret room, or if you happen to find a Reverse Judgment card, it could pay off in spades. But right now, we don't have either of those, so. But we could maybe bomb our way into the curse room. We have plenty of bombs here, courtesy of Matchbook. The only downside of holding onto the matchstick is that, well, okay, now it doesn't matter. The downside by holding onto the matchstick is the fact that you do lose an extra chance for getting keys to spawn. Okay, so I'm gonna use our red hearts right away here, just because they're probably gonna get. At least I hope we're gonna get a useful devil deal. Or maybe use a bowl devil deal. But yeah, it's going to be something like that. I see it happen. When, I don't know. But I would see outside of a really stupid start like the Moving Box start, I definitely anticipate and predict that I'll do something dumb like a Missing No Chaos and TM Trainer Ultra Challenge week mode or something like that. And then just getting insta-gibbed. But I have always kind of known that it's probably going to happen because of TM Trainer. TM Trainer or Damocles, which is the reason why I've sort of stopped taking Damocles now, unless I have extra lives. I do think that Damocles is still good if and only if you have the extra lives. I used to take it kind of willy-nilly style, and now I don't anymore because I think it's too reckless. So it's going to be something like that, or we get some kind of weird thing happen with maybe an enemy that won't die, or or we just get a room that's ridiculous or something like Lodestone. I don't know. It's not really something I really think about a whole lot. I'm going to hold on to the Golden Bomb for now because I want to use it against the boss since our DPS is still not great. You want to see what's inside this pot right here. Might as well. And it's a whole lot of nothing. room is not going to be fun to walk through again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little jaunt through the secret room. There we go. Golden Bond makes short work out of Ragman. And we get more that we can get some HP out of. And yeah, that's definitely going to do it. All of the Visoid as well as Sulfur. I think we take both here. And no disrespect to Moving Box or Lemonade by extension, but this is just leagues better. It is a magnitude of 50 times better than what we have here. And Azazel's Rage is still absolute trash. And then I do not want to go down to one half of a heart. That is not a good idea. So, yeah, we do have to come through this room anyway. Because obviously I'm not going to exit out of the curse room, as that would be very unwise. So let's go see what this Golden Bomb will turn into. I feel like there's a crawl space in here. I don't know why. It's just gas. Hope that we get a key. And we're going to get Bob's Curse instead. So, unfortunately, with 18 cents, we are going to have to fade the shop. But what can you do? We're leaving here with 2 solid Devil Deal items. Maw of the Void, of course, is just great. And here's the hope when we get some Yaves. Lots of people praising the randomizer. Thank you, everyone. We've had a couple new Patreon signups as well because of that video on last Sunday, which is great. We plan on continuing to implement more and more updates, and people said they've been really enjoying the updates for the inclusion of Mega Bonk along with Ball Pit. So, you know, those when I started playing Ball Pit and Mega Bonk, I did not really anticipate them to be so, I guess, long-lasting on the channel. I mean, we are 45, I think, episodes deep on Ball Pit right now, and I've got probably almost the same amount of videos on Mega Bonk. So it's really awesome to see that these 3 games here all work in some way, shape, or form with each other for the randomizer. You know, and a couple people asked, am I going to add even more games on there? Probably will eventually. I think that these 3 for now, I don't want to add too many things on Bryn Mawr's plate, just because he's very busy, obviously. I'm trying to get we're working on trying to get the mobile client developed and just adding more improvements, more features, that sort of thing. But I'm looking forward to releasing it eventually. I don't know when, but I'm looking forward to releasing it eventually here. And and then being able to share the love with Alex and Bryn Mawr. I've not spoken to Ed about being able to do the mobile client and charging for something like that. Obviously, it's his games, and ultimately, whatever Ed says in my mind goes. So I don't know if he's going to approve a paid version of the randomizer app. I assume he probably won't care, but it is his property after all. So, and obviously, I'm going to always respect the wishes of the creators and developers and artists. So, but if for some reason that does happen, and he says, I'd prefer you not, then we'll stick to just the website, and it will just be free forever, and I'll have to figure out some kind of donation way to contribute, because obviously I've paid Alex for the art to do every single one of the custom icons for the characters and the challenges, that kind of thing. So that was out of pocket for me, and then also working on some sort of way to pay Bryn Mawr as well, on top of what he's already been doing for the website. So every time we get a huge update like this, we usually see a few more patrons come down out of that. And thank you everybody who's been signing up for it. Not only are you supporting myself, but the other people who also work for me. So it's not just me that you're supporting, in other words. Yeah, the randomizer app getting all kinds of praise, and I like that. I like that we're getting more and more community options and features developed for the app, and I probably will end up. Ooh, wow! Get Backstabber here. Backstabber Maul, the Visivoid is great. I probably will slightly rename the randomizer eventually, because I don't want I don't like being in the spotlight for stuff like that. So we'll come up with a little bit more of a clever name eventually than just this Invicta Randomizer app. But for right now, that's the working title anyway. So consider everything a WIP, and not a whip. I mean a work in progress. That's not even how you spell whip because there's an H there. A whip. So with Azazel, we could sort of clear a lot of this level here. Thank you, Doorstop. Thank you. By the way, thank you, game, for giving us pretty much the most ridiculous rooms that we could have gotten while blasting Mega Blast there. I really appreciate that. We get Diplopia. Now, Diplopia will automatically... We can use it now and just get Leviathan because we can duplicate Sulfur, but obviously I'm not going to do that. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of an opportune use of Diplopia here. A Guppy Atom would also be sufficient. We have not picked up or even touched a Guppy Atom yet in this run, but that could give us a leg up on the Guppy transformation. But one thing is for certain, I am not leaving this floor without Sulfur. So regardless of if we get a double deal here or not, or even a usable duplication of a transformation item here, I mean, we're going to leave with either Leviathan or a really free double deal, or just nothing. That's fine too. Yes, I will take the Blessed Penny. Doorstop, I do. You know I love you, but right now, I'd rather have HP. So before we go and double the shop, I think it's up to us to go check out, at least go into the curse room, and now we have a real conundrum on our hands here. We can get 18 lives, or we wait until we go into the item room. So I am going to have to pay double to get into the curse room again, but it's worth it for us to at least see if there's anything else that's doubleable more than 9 lives. And that right there is the reason why I was holding on to this Diplopia. I didn't want to go back and just rip it right in the shop. You might as well check everything, and yeah, that's going to pay off huge for us. We get Keeper's Kin. Oh, it's a double item room. Well, doesn't matter. Get Keeper's Kin. So I think the thing that makes the most sense right now is to double 9 lives. Because it's two Guppy items. I mean, it's on top of that, it's 18 friggin' lives, dude. So we now have 2 of 3 for Leviathan, and also 2 of 3 for Guppy. And I also think now is a good time to at least check to see what's inside of the boss trap room. So we're making lots and lots of plays happen here. And obviously, I don't want to lose this Eternal Heart with us losing most of our red hearts now. And Marbles is not going to be it. So very, very, very crucial and very good floor here. Very smart decision to wait on Diplopia. I think we can get this. I think this still makes a bridge. There we go. And we got our half soul heart back. I'll take that. Still no clue where the secret room is. I'm guessing maybe it's to the north of the left corner. Should be. Oh, no. It's what am I talking about? We haven't even tried it. It's underneath the shop. It's right here. No coins. It would have been nice to have gotten a little bit more help on the soul heart front, but we can't do. We get a full card. Great. And we're going to leave with Sulfur. 2 of 3 for Guppy. 2 of 3 for Leviathan. And a very, very solid floor for us. Well played. seeing that picture on the Invictus subreddit, you know, it reminds me. It does remind me of how diverse of backgrounds that the mosh pit is, and you know, and that's what I love. I love learning about what people do. I love seeing them in action. I love just kind of, you know, just it's interesting to discover what people do in their lives. You know, a little bit about themselves, the people who make up what gives this channel a purpose and gives me a job. I love seeing lifetime photos. I love seeing, you know, pictures. People in the mosh pit throughout the years have posted pictures of their kids, and that is, you know, it's just so great to see the mosh pit growing like that. I'm gonna wait on using Satanic Bible because obviously I want to see if we can get a boss item first. We still need tears after all the advantage we've gotten on that last floor. We still need some tears. You know, it's crazy to me to think that I can say, hey, by the way, is there a doctor in the house? I've got a doctor question, and then we have, you know, multiple doctors in the mosh pit. Or, hey, I'm thinking of taking voice acting seriously. You know, do we have any people with actors or acting background or theater background that I could pick your brain about? And you know, we'll have people sending me emails and sending pictures on the subreddit. I mean, it really is truly connected. Lots of people from all walks of life here. And I feel fortunate, very fortunate to be able to talk to just talk to people like that. Not a lot of content creators get to do that. They either get too big for their britches and stop caring. It's only about money, or they just don't care in general. But I definitely care. I think that everyone knows that I do care. I hope you do anyway. I don't know if that wick could have been any longer there on that Mega Troll Bomb. This room is highlighting how bad our movement speed is. We do get our Devil Deal, and that is not Guppy. But we do get Lump of Coal, which is a very, very big help. Now, we've not been to the shop. We've not been to the item room. I am very hesitant to get rid of sulfur here, as I do like Maw of the Void, but Maw of the Void is only as good as how mobile Isaac is. If you don't have a lot of mobility, it can be a little bit of a dangerous item to use. And I find myself, it's one of those problematic items. I find myself getting into trouble while trying to force Maw of the Void. I'm going to save. I'm not going to buy that soul heart yet, and that might seem like a weird thought, but it's because, again, I want to make sure we have a soul heart going on into the new floor. We're going to get Rotten Tomato here, which is going to paint targets and also draw aggro, and we get another bomb upgrade here. Definitely need all the Aves we can get. Is there a full charge in here? Let's check before I go back and get that Satanic Bibble. There was not. Okay, so now I think we can go. We're just go ahead and take it. Again, the reason why I'm doing that is just to preserve our soul hearts. Shoot, I didn't go into the curse room. Dang it. Well, we can use we're not gonna make boss rush. We can use the Fool card to at least pay half price. So that 1/2 soul heart that we got from the coin is enough. I'm really, really, really hesitant to not take sulfur. And honestly, I think what might convince me otherwise is the presence of see that right there is the reason why I did not want to take that soul heart. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we just spawn spiders on us now. The presence of the Blessed Penny is making me think that we're not going to need the Satanic Bible. But now that we've lost these soul hearts, I'm not too sure. I mean, we have deep pockets. We have deep pockets. The safe play is going for the Satanic Bible. That combined with the Blessed Penny means that we usually probably won't have to worry about HP. It also protects our devil deals, and therefore it ensures that we might get Guppy. But I'm not saying I'm a big fan of it though. Just with this movement speed and no luck at all. We have negative luck right now, even though it shows 0. I'm less inclined to go for that route and depend upon a trinket with a 13% payout to kind of help us not get into the danger mode. Danger zone, not danger mode. We're always in danger mode. We can freely use the Satanic Bible here because there's no boss items to be dropped from Mom. So I'm cool with it there. This is our Fool card, but we probably won't need it. As much as I like Sulfur, eventually if we get enough tiers, or if we turn into Guppy, then we won't even need to use Sulfur anymore. So there's more way for Sulfur to become obsolete than the Satanic Bible in this run. Like, the Blessed Penny is not going to take the place of the Satanic Bible. Now, if I really wanted to min-max, I could have bombed for the Fool card. Had I known that I was going to go into the Curse Room, that would have been an easy way to just save a half Soul Heart. I chose not to because I'm A, lazy, and B, I didn't really think about it. But if you wanted to go that route, you definitely could and should. Don't let me stop you. Don't let my play style affect how you play, Isaac. As some of the YouTube comments will... There's a double Tender Rock in there. Some of the YouTube comments will always remind you that I don't play the way that they like to see me play, or that they would play. So that's why I encourage everyone just play your own style. I don't encourage people to play like me. Never have, never will. If you don't like the way that I do things, that's great. Then play the game how you want. I ain't gonna stop you. Okay, we still need to find the shop here. People were freaking out last Sunday because I didn't bomb the angel statue. The challenge that required us to use bombs for the shopkeepers. Humbling Bundle could help us out with our key situation. This is a pretty bad store, though. Fully upgraded shop, by the way. We'll take card reading. We'll see if that saves us a little bit of guff. I'll take the double key, so... Go ahead and bomb the keeper. Hey, we got a little bit of a payout. A little bit of a payout. Super secret room is probably south of, not here, but here. Nope. Definitely need more damage, so I'm more inclined to take the negative here. So let's see what we get from our double deal first, if we get one. It's nowhere near a guarantee. Great block by the swarm. This damage is okay, but it's nothing special. It's not great. Game had to get its obligatory one boss hit in. Congrats, game. Real happy for you. Hey, look at that. We get a red portal. Nice. The red portals, if you don't know what card reading is, card reading will spawn one of 3 different types of portals. They're colored portals. And they take you to various spots on the map. You can only have one chance and one chance only to take them. If you leave the starting room on any given floor, the portal will close and it's gone forever. And we get Leviathan. Look at that. So we're going to get flying out of here. And we're also going to take... We would have gotten double Leviathan there thanks to Abba Ding Dong. So the red portals will take you to the boss room. The blue portals, like this one here, will take you to the secret room. The green ones will take you to the shop. And then the fourth one, I said there's 3, but the fourth one is the yellow portal, and that will take you to the item room. Now, during the course of a run, before pre-mom kill, you will get to go. You will get one of 2 choices for portals. After you go down to the womb, it becomes 1 choice. So, and of course, you don't have to take the portals either. If you have a space bar item that you need to get full charges on, or if you don't want to go to the secret room, or if you've already been there, or have a moon card, whatever, then you don't have to go and take it. But there's really no reason not to. Very happy that we have Leviathan here. Flying helps us out greatly, and also Abba Dabba Ding Dong gave us a very, very, very much needed movement speed upgrade. That's our first movement speed upgrade in this entire run. We actually made Hushy, but I'm not going to fight him. I don't remember if I spoke about my PT, but physical therapy is now over. The final evaluation was complete, and I talked to my orthopedic doctor. Gave me the 411 on the lowdown, as the kids say. No, they don't say that anymore. It went out in the 70s. Well, that was way before my time, so I didn't know. Going retro today. Anyway, the doctor took a look at the results. Was very happy with the overall progress. Still no word on there's no clear indicator of what's going on with my lower back though, other than just the simple fact that I sit too much and at a slouch, which I think is common amongst gamers out there. I don't know anyone in my life who sits more than I do. So I can't really. I know people who've injured their backs and stuff, but there's not really anyone I know in real life anyway that does anything close to what I do in terms of sitting. But too much sitting is the bane of evil for anybody. You don't want to sit all the time, and that's why it's important to get up and stretch, get up, be active, work out your core, that kind of stuff. Eat right. It's easier said than done, but. He basically said that I just need to get more active. The physical therapy did work, however, very well in strengthening my hips. My hips were not the greatest 9 weeks ago. I guess 10 weeks ago now. These hips don't lie. They definitely needed to be worked out, because that is one body part that I have never, ever, and I mean ever, worked out on. Being a football player and doing bodybuilding, that sort of stuff back in the day, way back in the day. It was the hips. Basically, the only hip exercises we did were in conjunction with other exercises like leg lifts, donkey kicks, back workouts, and that kind of stuff, squats. I never really truly worked out on stabilizers or anything like that, or did the balance board, or it was. Those exercises weren't really muscle building, so I've never cared about them. And I wish I had, because my hips would have been much stronger to begin with. My legs were strong at the beginning of PT, and they're still very strong. And I knew that. I wasn't going for rehab for my legs anyway. So, but I did work out. I did do a lot of squats, a lot of leg stuff, because all that is core. And the doctor was very happy with the results of that. Look at that. We even get a red portal here. Eye of Belial. Now we're talking. This is not a mom's knife run. I will take Eye of Belial, though. A shame that we didn't get more tears, though. We had that one tears up, and that was it. And we also didn't get Guppy, which is not surprising. But hey, that was a great play on Flooded Caves too. You got to admit. So thank you for watching, everyone. No victory lap today. I don't think it's needed. It's it's Sunday. I've got to record some more ball pit and try to get a Mega Bonk run in there. I wasn't sure if I was going to do another Mega Bonk run before the end of the year, but I probably will because I'm enjoying the new stuff and I still need to unlock some things. So good run, though. Very good run. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great start to your brand new week here. We're only 4 days away from 2026, which means that we are also 4 days closer to Eugenics, which is going to be the next big game here on my channel, and I cannot wait to play it. I hope we find my cat that I voiced, and yeah, thank you to Ed for the opportunity to do that. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Have a great Sunday, everybody, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like, thanks to patrons of mine like Stephen Alexander, Squeegee, Joker, and Art3CL. If you'd like to have your name right at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.